jet incredibly noisy, and it's allowed to fly very close to us as well. But there goes the next but one display act, the RAF Tucano T1, getting airborne to go and hold off. Gives me great pleasure to introduce the 2019 Royal Air Force Tucano Display. That distinct noise you'll hear throughout the display is the uprated Garrett TPE turboprop engine fitted to the RAF Tucano by Shorts in Belfast. This particular engine boasts more power than the original Tucano design. If you look out to the left, you'll see Liam repositioning and coming back towards crowd centre, and he's about to roll the aircraft through 720 degrees in the 5-point roll. Is supported by Babcock International Group, who provide engineering and ground support to the RAF Tucano fleet at its home in RAF Linton-on-Ouse in Yorkshire. And the team's thanks go out to them for helping us to make this year's display possible. Liam now about to pull up for the start of a loop where he'll peak upside down at a height of 2,300 feet. This year's Tucano Display pilot, as I've already mentioned, is Flight Lieutenant Matt. Liam is known in the military as a skimmy qualified flying instructor, meaning he demonstrated above average ability during his flying training and was selected at an early stage of his career to become a flying instructor. This is Liam's first season as a display pilot and the Tucano's final year as a display aircraft, so a very momentous occasion for 72 Squadron. The team would like to thank a few companies for their support this year. A special thanks go out to Breitling, Mountain Equipment and Osprey Europe. Another support you may have noticed of the team if you visited our tent already today is the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. The team gives huge thanks for their support this year and enjoyed celebrating together 100 years of the RAF BF. Both myself and the display pilot this year were students training on the Tucano less than 2 years ago. The younger members of the audience out there, we were not long ago in your shoes watching the air displays here at Yeovilton, and you could very soon be in ours.
Nuclear B1020, nuclear B1020.
The Tucano, now at the end of its service, has served 30 years with the #1 flying training school, the oldest military flying school in the world. As it finishes its final year of service, the Texan T1 aircraft is working up to replace the Tucano as part of the new UK military flying training system and will fly out of RAF Valley in North Wales. Demonstrating a high level of handling skill, Liam will now complete a slow roll as he passes back in front of you. This is one of many manoeuvres taught to all students as they progress through basic fast jet flying training. It teaches young aviators the handling skills required to appreciate the complexities involved when dynamically flying an aircraft. Another aircraft that's also based here at Yeovilton is the RAF Tutor, which is the starting point for fast jet flying. Both Liam and I flew that aircraft during our time as air cadets and during our own military flight training. Now the UK military are working up brand new aircraft as part of the UK military's new world-class flight training system, UK MFTA. positioning to fly the aircraft in a high G turn, pulling 4.5 G. As he runs back towards the crowd, he's going to pull hard on the stick and be pushed into the seat with the force of nearly half a ton. The Tucano you see flying in front of you today is the stepping stone for flying a military fast jet. Students graduating from this aircraft will go on to fly the new Hawk T2 that is also based at RAF Valley in North Wales. Liam will now reposition out to the left-hand side to perform a favourite manoeuvre of Tucano display pilots, the hanging stall turn. As he pulls up, the aircraft will appear to hang in mid-air at a height of about 2,500 feet before Liam will recover and dive for some speed for his next manoeuvre. For the photographers out there, this is a great opportunity to keep your cameras patterned on the aircraft as it pulls up and appears to hang in mid-air. Liam now pulling up and putting the aircraft on a knife edge before feeding in some top runner to keep the aircraft pointing skywards. Liam joined the Royal Air Force directly from university, and I joined the Royal Navy after my A-level studies. Now fairly early in both our military careers at the ages of 27 and 24, we have the opportunity to operate as a display team here today. 2019 is the final year for Tucano operations, and thus this is the very final time you will see a Tucano displaying here at Yeovilton. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to hear a rousing round of applause and give Liam a wave as he passes by the crowd one very final time here at Naval Air. Here he goes, descending to 100 feet and 320 miles an hour again. Represent for the very final time the 2019 Royal Air Force Tucano Display. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's been a pleasure to talk to you today, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the display as much as Liam has enjoyed flying it for you. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Yeovilton, and we look forward to meeting as many of you as we can at our team stand located next to all the other display stands.
So as the Tucano lands, thank you very much once again for your attendance.